Welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always?
Well, today we're looking at December 9th, 2024.
Okay.
11 companies
Wow.
raise a total of $478.42 million.
That's quite a day.
It is, and it really highlights two sectors in particular:
Which ones?
environmental technology
Okay.
and enterprise software.
All right, so 8 companies in environmental tech.
Yep, and 3 in the enterprise software space.
Sounds like there's a lot to cover.
It definitely is.
Oh, I'm ready when you are.
Great, let's start with environmental technology.
Sounds good.
First up, AMP Robotics.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
They just secured a $91 million Series D funding round.
Impressive.
And they're using AI robots to sort recyclables.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, we've all seen those videos of robots doing backflips and stuff,
Right?
but to see them actually out there solving real-world problems?
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it is. And they're not just a small operation either.
No.
They've already deployed over 400 systems,
Wow.
identified 150 billion items,
Okay, they're serious.
and sorted 2.5 million tons of recyclables.
That's a lot of trash.
It is a testament to their technology.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
We have Heirloom closing a $150 million Series B funding round.
Okay. Heirloom?
They're taking on climate change,
In what way?
direct air capture, or DIC.
So, capturing CO2 from the atmosphere?
Exactly. Using a pretty interesting process, too.
Oh,
They have this special limestone process that can absorb CO2 in just 3 days.
3 days.
Yep, think of that. Normally, it takes years for CO2 to be absorbed naturally.
I see.
And they're doing it all powered by renewable energy.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
And to make it even better,
Even better.
they're storing the captured CO2 permanently underground.
So they're not just capturing it, they're actually putting it away.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And you know what else?
What?
They're part of Project Cypress.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's a Department of Energy initiative backed by some big names like Microsoft and Stripe, working to build large-scale carbon removal capacity.
So it's a serious effort.
Definitely.
That's great to hear.
All right, next we have Traction securing $120 million.
Okay, Traction, 120 million. What was that? Series C?
Series C, yes.
Gotcha.
They're tackling the problem of equipment breakdowns in manufacturing,
Interesting.
using AI as a sort of industrial co-pilot.
An industrial co-pilot.
That's right. Their platform uses AI and machine learning to predict and prevent these breakdowns.
So kind of like a preventative measure.
Yeah, like a predictive maintenance expert.
I see. That's really smart because those unplanned breakdowns can be really costly.
Exactly. And they're not just focused on one area either.
No.
They're based in Mexico City and Sao Paulo,
Yeah,
but their technology is being used worldwide.
that's impressive.
It is.
Global reach for sure.
Now let's move on to something a little more futuristic.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Inflection.
Huh.
They secured $11 million in debt funding
Debt funding. Interesting.
from the Department of Defense, no less.
Oh, wow. So this must be something pretty serious.
It is
What are they doing?
quantum technology,
No way.
specifically for things like navigation and timekeeping.
So applications where GPS or other systems might not be reliable.
Exactly, and the Department of Defense sees a lot of potential here.
Understandably so.
They're funding it through the APFIT program, which aims to accelerate the procurement of these innovative technologies.
So they're really pushing for this.
Yes, they are.
Fascinating.
All right, let's switch gears to Vuma.
Booma.
They've raised over $16 million across their seed and Series A funding rounds,
Okay.
and they're bringing AI to freight logistics.
Logistics is such a complex industry. I imagine there's a lot of room for improvement.
You're right, and Vuma's aiming to streamline things.
Okay, how so?
They've got a few products like Vuma Quote, which manages quotes,
Makes sense.
Vuma Build, which streamlines data entry for load building,
Okay.
and get this Vuma Voice.
What's that?
It uses AI to handle phone calls.
Wow. AI answering calls now.
I know, it's pretty wild. And it really shows how AI can take over those repetitive tasks that bog everyone down.
Yeah, I can see that being a huge time saver.
It is.
And it sounds like they've got a pretty comprehensive platform.
They do email, text, voice, all integrated.
That's smart.
All right, sticking with the AI and logistics theme,
Okay.
we have Happy Robot.
Happy Robot.
Catchy name.
It is.
They just closed a $15.6 million Series A funding round.
All right, what are they up to?
They're focusing on voice assistance specifically for the logistics industry.
Interesting.
Imagine this, you never have to answer another call about a shipment.
Okay.
Happy Robot handles it all. Load updates, payment inquiries.
Oh, wow, that would be amazing.
It integrates with existing systems
Of course.
and provides real-time analytics 24/7 support.
So it's always there working for you.
Exactly. It's like having a personal assistant for all your logistics needs.
I like it.
Now let's talk about a company that's trying to make everyone's life a little easier.
I'm listening.
Nurture Boss.
Nurture Boss.
They secured $4.025 million in their Series A funding round,
Right.
focusing on improving the rental experience.
For renters.
And landlords.
Okay.
So both sides.
Gotcha.
Their platform uses AI to streamline the whole process.
Okay, like finding tenants, managing leases, that kind of thing.
Yes, communication throughout the whole rental process.
Yeah. That can be pain sometimes.
Can be a lot smoother with AI.
Definitely.
So a win-win for everyone involved.
I like those.
And finally, wrapping up our environmental technology spotlight.
Okay, here's the last one.
Weatherflow Tempest.
Weatherflow Tempest.
They just closed a $3 million growth funding round.
Nice.
They're all about providing hyper-accurate weather data
All right.
using a network of over 80,000 weather stations.
80,000.
That's right.
That's a huge network.
It is. And that data benefits a lot of different people.
Such as?
Smart home systems, utility companies, news media, really anyone who needs accurate weather information.
Wow. So it's pretty crucial then.
It is, especially these days when we're seeing more extreme weather events.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's a good example of how data, when used effectively, can have a huge impact.
Agreed.
Okay, so we've explored the 8 companies in environmental technology.
Yes, we have.
Now let's shift gears to enterprise software.
All right, I'm ready.
Our first contender is Proverity.
Proverity, okay.
They just secured a $7 million seed funding round.
Seed funding, all right.
And they're using AI to help sales teams close deals faster.
Oh, that's interesting. So many businesses could use that.
Right, and their platform integrates with popular CRMs to provide those real-time insights.
So it's really streamlined.
Yep, and they're already working with over 1,000 users in B2B sales.
Okay, so they've got some traction.
They do.
Sounds promising.
It does. All right, next up we have Interpret.
Interpret.
They just got a $20.8 million Series A funding round,
Nice.
and they're all about understanding the voice of the customer.
Important stuff.
They've developed an AI-powered platform to analyze customer feedback.
So like from emails and social media, all that?
Exactly. They can extract key themes, gauge sentiment, even spot potential issues.
Wow, that sounds incredibly valuable.
It is. And they're working with some big names like Monday.com, Canva, Notion, Loom.
Okay, so they're definitely in demand.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
And last but not least, we have Yurts.
Yurts.
Raising a hefty $40 million in their Series B funding round.
Right.
They're addressing a big challenge.
What is it?
Making generative AI like ChatGPT work seamlessly in high-security environments.
Oh, wow, that's a tough one.
It is, think, government and defense applications.
Right, where security is paramount.
Exactly. And their platform allows AI models to connect to these high-security systems without compromising data.
That's pretty impressive.
It's a great example of how cutting-edge technology is being adapted for very specific needs.
Yeah, it shows the flexibility of these technologies.
It really does.
Really interesting stuff.
It is.
I mean, it's incredible, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
All this investment
Oh, yeah.
flowing into these sectors. I mean, it really
What
shows
does it show?
the confidence that investors have in their potential.
You're absolutely right. I think we're at this point where these technologies are going from,
Going from what?
like, possibilities to actual solutions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I see that. And it seems like AI is the common thread.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, almost every company we've talked about
Huh?
is using AI in some way.
To optimize things,
Mm-hmm.
to predict things,
Mm-hmm.
to analyze things, it's becoming like
Like what?
the backbone of all these innovations.
It really is fascinating.
It is, and it's not just about efficiency either.
No.
These companies are tackling
Tackling what?
big problems.
Yeah, they are.
World's biggest challenges.
It's a real shift, I think,
To what?
towards purpose-driven innovation.
Yeah, investors and entrepreneurs are realizing
Realizing what?
that technology
Yeah.
can be a force for good. It's like we're seeing this convergence
Of what?
of technological advancement and like
And what?
a sense of responsibility.
To the planet, to each other.
Exactly.
Oh.
So how do you see these innovations impacting like
Impacting who?
the average person?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
will we all be interacting with robots and quantum computers?
Right?
Maybe not directly, but the impact will be there.
In what way?
We'll take AMP Robotics, for example.
Okay.
Their AI-powered recycling
Yeah.
has the potential to really increase recycling rates.
Okay.
Reduce landfill waste, create a cleaner environment.
That's something we can all benefit from.
Exactly. And heirlooms carbon capture.
Yeah.
Could that make a real difference in the fight against climate change?
It's a big question.
It is, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Okay.
As they scale up and as other companies adopt similar technologies,
Yeah.
we could see a significant reduction in CO2 levels.
So potentially
Yeah,
breathing cleaner air, living in a healthier environment.
hopefully.
And it's not just environmental impact either.
Right.
We've seen companies like Vuma and Happy Robot
Yeah, using AI for logistics
making things run smoother.
more efficiently.
And those improvements,
They'll impact too,
consumers,
right?
faster shipping times lower costs.
Better experiences overall.
So it's like
what?
making these complex systems
That run the world.
work better.
Definitely.
It's a win-win.
It is, but there's always that question
What question?
about AI and automation
Oh, yeah.
and jobs.
Right. Are robots going to take everyone's jobs?
It's a valid concern,
It is.
one we need to address.
For sure, as AI gets more sophisticated,
Yeah,
some jobs will be automated.
it's inevitable,
Ah,
but
well.
I think it's also an opportunity
For what?
to rethink the future of work.
Okay, so what does that mean?
I mean, are we all going to become AI programmers?
Right.
Probably not. But AI can free us from
Free us from what?
those repetitive tasks, the mundane things, allowing us to focus on
On what?
more creative work, strategic work, fulfilling work.
I like the sound of that.
It's a chance to adapt
To what?
to the changing demands of the workforce.
So it's not about
About what?
fearing AI,
Right.
but about understanding how to
And what?
work with it.
Yeah, it's not AI versus humans.
Right.
It's AI augmenting human capabilities.
Collaboration, not competition.
Exactly.
So looking back at these 11 companies,
Mhm.
what stands out to you?
I mean, the diversity of innovation is incredible.
It is.
We've seen environmental solutions,
Yeah.
logistics revolutions, sales optimization.
Quantum leaps.
It's amazing, really.
It is. It's a reminder that innovation can come from anywhere.
And that there are so many people out there
Yeah.
working to solve problems and create a better future.
And this is just a snapshot
Of what?
of what's happening right now.
Yeah, imagine what the future holds.
It's pretty exciting.
It is.
So what are the key takeaways
Takeaways for who?
for our listeners?
I think the biggest one is that
What?
we are living in a time of exponential technological change.
Yeah, no doubt.
And these advancements,
They're impacting everything, aren't they?
they're how we work, how we connect.
Everything.
So it's crucial to
Oh my
stay
God.
informed,
Yeah.
engaged, and involved.
In shaping this revolution.
Exactly. We need to be
What do we need to be?
critical thinkers asking tough questions
About what?
about the ethical implications of these technologies
We can't just sit back.
and be passive observers,
Right, we need to be active.
participants in shaping the future.
Okay, so
Informed.
engaged,
And what was the other one?
empowered
Yeah, empowered to make a difference.
to make a difference.
That's what it's all about.
You know what's really hitting me now?
What's that?
That we're at this pivotal moment
How so?
with all this technology advancing so quickly.
Yeah, it's
And
incredible.
all these companies doing such amazing things.
It's like we're on the verge of a new era.
Exactly. But it makes you think
About what?
about the responsibility that comes with it all.
Oh, absolutely.
We've seen the
Yeah.
potential.
For good and bad.
Yeah.
I mean, AI can solve problems, but it can also create new ones.
Right. So how do we ensure that it's used ethically?
That's the key question, isn't it?
It is, and it's not just about the technology itself
No, it's about how we choose to use it.
and the kind of future we want to build,
Exactly. We need to be mindful
of the impact on society,
on everyone
right? It's about finding that balance.
between progress
Uh-huh.
and responsibility.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's not about rejecting technology.
Really?
It's about harnessing it for good.
For a better future.
Exactly.
And looking at these companies.
yeah, what's striking is
What is it?
the
How
diversity.
many innovations?
Yeah, robots sorting trash, quantum computers navigating. It's like,
Limitless possibilities.
it is. And it's not just the big stuff either.
What do you mean?
It's the small innovations, too.
Happening every day.
In labs, in startups, everywhere.
It's a collective effort
A global movement,
toward a more technologically advanced future.
hopefully a better one.
So what's our call to action then?
For our listeners.
Yeah, what can they do?
Well, first of all, stay curious,
Keep learning,
asking questions,
having assumptions,
and get involved
support the companies,
that are doing good work
use your voice.
to advocate for responsible innovation.
We're not just passive consumers.
Right?
We're active participants.
In shaping the future.
Exactly.
Well said. I think that's a great point to wrap things up.
It's been a fascinating dive.
It has, from AI-powered recycling to quantum technology and everything in between,
We've seen how tech is changing the world.
and explored what it means for all of us.
So much to think about,
There is.
and so much potential for the future.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
Until next time.